Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. When last we left off, we were down here in Floodwind. Kind of at the almost a very south part of the wold here. I imagine we will be leaving. If we traveled any further down this way, would be the east wall. Oh, and while we were doing that as well, we also came and we bound ourselves to the milestone at Harwick instead of up here in Langhold. Y'all remember Langhold is unfortunately no more, but we were still bound up here, so we did rebind ourselves here in Harwick, kind of in the center of the wold here, so we've got a number of places to go. When last we were here, we were talking to our elf companion, Coridan, and Coridan was listening to the story of Elfsige, who seems to have found a elven bow off of a orc and has been showing it off. And Coridan, is it Coridan? I've already forgotten his name. He's just an elf, you know. Coridan has predicted or thinks that this is probably the bow that he lost, the bow that he had given to a friend of his that was then taken from him by the orcs. So he has asked that we go talk to Elfsige and see if we can get the bow back. And we're doing Chapter 3, Strange Companions. I started this about, 30, 40 minutes ago, of course, logged in. Of course, it was nighttime. So I did delay it a little bit so that we can actually see everything, get some sunlight on stuff. I am tired of playing in the dark around these areas, and we haven't been in these areas down here around Floodwind. If you remember last time, I see a ring on the map. Last time we were down this way, it was all nighttime and all, so we didn't get to see. And as you see, it looks like Floodwind is in kind of a little valley here, surrounded. It's in a little part of the river valley here that is surrounded by cliffs. It looks like we're in a little hollow. I understand why they call it Floodwind now, because I anticipate that with a heavy rain, this town probably gets flooded from the little river that runs through it. Probably not the best idea. Ooh, there we go. There's Cordan. There is Nona, and Horn. Looks like they're all here confronting Elfsige. Let's see what he has to say. And then we'll zoom back out, because most likely there'll be some conversation, I would think, among these three. In fact, let's see what these three have to say. Elfsige killed an orc and found this bow. He wants us to win a wager for it. What do you know of this area? Floodwind is a long way from my home of Eworth in the Entwash Vale. I have only been here once or twice. Harding of Harwick is the Alder of Northmarch, and answers to Theoden King only for the defense of its people. This is among the rockiest stretch of the wold, and the great river flows swiftly south of the rapids. I like that brooch. Will you honor this wager? I have not met Elfsige before today, but he is a man of Rohan, and I trust that he will honor his obligations. If he agrees to the terms of the wager, he will uphold them in victory or defeat. Can we win this wager? Elfsige has more skill while mounted than any of you, and if he is making this wager, he thinks he has more skill than I as well. I do not think our chance of victory is very high, but there's always a possibility of victory when good-hearted folk try their hardest to succeed, even when newly trained on the back of war steeds against a seasoned veteran of the plains of Rohan. Maybe. Always the possibility of victory when good-hearted folk try their hardest to succeed. You don't know anything about modern politics, do you? Let's go and let us talk to Coridan. Sure, we got some questions for you. Are you certain that this is your bow? Of course I am certain. It has no name, but the winged pattern and the curved etching is unmistakable. I would know it blind in the dark. That is my bow in that man's unworthy hands. Are you willing to wager this? I resent the need to wager, but I am willing to do whatever we must have my favorite bow back in my possession. This man Elfsige is arrogant and greedy. Perhaps that will work to his disadvantage. What if Elfsige wins? If he wins, I will abide by the terms of the wager. I am an elf of Lorien, brother of Sigileth the Deadly, and my word when given is trustworthy. But I want us to win. It is my bow, and it is not right for this man to keep it, shooting it poorly, if at all. Oh, the arrogance of elves. What do you think of Floodwind? These towns we have seen, including this one, are more dense than any of my people. Perhaps that makes them easier to defend, but it also means a single burning brand from a foe might set the whole place ablaze. That might be worth remembering if the horse lords continue to treat my people with such scorn. Ah, that was just a jest, my friend. Do not look at me like that. What do you make of Elfsage? He seems much like any other horseman to me, greedy, arrogant, and selfish. I excuse Horn from his company, of course, for his deeds have proven otherwise. But he is the exception, and it seems Elfsage is what we should expect of most of the horse lords. Can we win this wager? This man Elfsage has most likely spent his entire life on horseback. We are less experienced. Make of that what you will. Oh, if y'all counting on me to win this off, woohoo! I can only ride motorcycles now that I've spent so much time playing GTA, so we'll see. Tell me about this orc. His party came south along the Great River, I think, and they sought to cross south of the rapids. Several of the orcs perished in the crossing, and the remaining creatures passed too near to Floodwind for Aldwell to stand. He led us against them, and I slew the biggest and deadly of them. I took this bow from him as spoils. You cannot deny Corridan's claim to it. Why? Because he is an elf? That is not enough for me. You might as well say I should sit in the Golden Hall in Edoras because I am a man of Rohan, and yet Theoden King is the rightful lord of the Mark, and I am a mere writer of Floodwind. You will abide by the wager? I will. I am a man of honor. I expect you to do the same, even if I cannot trust the word of a Dunlending savage or a peculiar elf. I am trusting you and Horn to make them abide by the terms. Alright, let's zoom out a little bit in case there's some dialogue popping up above heads.
I am not unreasonable. What if I gave your friend a chance to win it back?
I am sorry that your friend lost his bow, but it seems to me that anything taken from an orc belongs to the one strong enough to take it. If your friend wanted it back, why did he not reclaim it from the orc when he had the opportunity? I am not unreasonable. What if I give your friend the opportunity to win it back in a contest of some sort? Alwald has given me a message to deliver to Ethingles. Excuse me, I've had a bit of a sore throat lately. Given me a message to deliver to Elfingles in the Norcrofts. How about this? A test of your mounted skill. Whichever of us first reaches Ethingles get to keep the bow. If I arrive there first, your friend gives up all claim to it. Does he agree to this proposal? If he does, let us speak with my commander, Alwald, outside Floodwind. He will start the race. Norcrofts. Let us find where Norcrofts is. So we are going to be going over here. I wonder, Ethingles. Okay, so it is just through the pass and to the right. Whoops. How the heck did we end up there? I don't need to be in the east wall. I need to be in the wold. So we will pass through Norcrofts. And then over here. So it's going to be through and then apparently directly south as soon as we see that we're in Norcrofts. Okay, we might be able to do this.
If these are the laws of men, I am grateful to be one of the Galadrim.
This is a ridiculous requirement. Why should I have to engage in a competition to determine my right to possess property that is rightfully mine? If these are the laws of men, I am grateful to be one of the Galadrim. But I am not worried, Gnarlo. We will best this arrogant sapling that thinks it is a weathered oak, and my favorite bow will once again be in my possession. You do realize that, of course. You are an immortal elf. You could just wait, what for you would be about 10 minutes for him to die of old age and then just take the bow. Let us speak with this Owlwald outside Floodwind. The sooner this unnecessary race is begun, the sooner we will win it. Oh dear, is that my war steed? That is my war steed. Okay. But just talk to Owlwald outside Floodwind. Okay. Remember in The Lord of the Rings, when they were going into Owlwald? This was not where Owlwald is. It's Owlwald up north. Let's come on out here, out of Floodwind, and then let's see where oh, there we go. There was Owlwald. I knew I'd seen that name. Remember whenever they were being led into Lorien and all blindfolded, and I think it was Aragorn that said something about curse the stiff necks of dwarves and elves. Yeah, much the same. Okay, Owlwald. I doubt that it'll let us start on our warhorse, but let's go ahead and see if it'll let us cheat. Just a bit of an advantage. He has been riding horses all his life.
If you go back on your word, you will have me to deal with.
You explain the terms of Elfsige's wager, and Owlwald chuckles. I am not surprised. Times have been tough in the wold of late, with orcs and Easterlings and worse prowling around the borders. When my men are not fighting for their lives, they're engaging in fruitless wagers. I cannot stop them. As long as they and you abide by the agreed-upon terms, I have no complaint. But I do not want any bloodshed. If you go back on your word, you will have me to deal with.
It will not take Elfsiga long to reach Elfthingles.
Chapter 4, A Wager in the Wold. It will not take Elfsiga long to reach Elfthingles. You had better ride with great haste if you are to get there first and win your wager. Ride southwest to reach Elfthingles. Next objective. Time before Elfsiga arrives at Elfthingles, or reach the entrance to Elfthingles before Elfsiga does. So we're going to ride southwest, he said. That's that and this. Okay, that doesn't look like the way there. That just doesn't look there like the correct way to go, but what do I know? I guess so. There's Elfthingers. So Elfthingers, Norcrofts. There, Elfthingers. So Elfthingers is actually on the border of the east wall, is it? Let's go back out to the wold. Where's the wold? I need... Oh, there we go. So Elfthingers would go down this way to there. Alright, so it is kind of on the border of the two. So if we follow this road southwest, we should be able to get there. Southwest is that way. Let's see, can we go like this? Yep, but taking the road might actually be faster. We'll have to see how it goes. Who knows? That's the... I think one of these is abrupt braking, isn't it? Is it that one? Quick stop. There we go. That's the quick stop. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay.
It will not take Elfsiga long to reach Elfthingles.
We will accept it. Do I need to go now? Yes, 3 minutes to get there. Ride southwest, and southwest we are going to ride. I only hope this is the correct path. And somehow I'm starting to doubt it. Let's see here. Are we going the right way? We are not going the right way. That's what I was afraid of. We got 2 minutes to beat them. We can do this. Sure, no problem. I'm not even going to worry about any enemies we come across, because we should be able to just flee right on past them on this horse. That's the theory anyway, you know. Alright, there's Elfthingers. You have arrived at Elfthingers before Elfsiga. There we are.
Did something happen to Elfsiga?
You ask the guard if Elfsiga has arrived yet, and he shakes his head in confusion. No, but his horse arrived shortly before you did, and without him. Something must have happened to him. You have to retrace your steps and look for him. He must be somewhere between Elfthingers and Floodwind. Look among the trees to the south of the road between here and Floodwind. You could have passed him without seeing him. Or that could have been the guy that was getting the hell bashed out of him back over here. There was something right over here with some orcs just beating the heck out of somebody, weren't it? Weren't it? Weren't it? Oh my god, my... And here I was thinking I was having a hard time with... Okay, nope, this is just some daily orc bashing going on. Alright, Elfsiga, where are you at? So I'm wondering if I should have... Yeah, this is just a path. You know, it's anticipating that you took the... the road here, obviously. Having not done that, let's get on our burglar steed. I'm looking for a ring on the map. That should be Elfsiga. Or a sparkling corpse. Or anything of the above. There's a scarn deposit. Bunch of wargs. Trace our steps. Somewhere between Elfthingers and Floodwind. Elfthingers, sorry. Elfthingers. So yeah, looks like it anticipated that we took the road. Well, that's just boring. Why would we ever take the road? Want us to take the road? Don't give us a fake little speed contest, alright? Especially when we head off in the wrong direction. I wonder if we hadn't beaten the time, what would it have said? You know, would it have said that, you know, if you still failed to beat the time, I would imagine it still would have said something along the lines of, you know, his horse arrived long before you did, but he's not there. Yeah, it probably still would have given you the exact same one, I'm sure. A lot of Easterling warriors here. Yep, that's where we took the wrong turn. Elfsiga. Oh, Elfsiga, you're being a more pain in the butt with your disappearance than you were whenever you were walking around and free to talk to. Alright, we are going to search the sides of the roads now. and see if we can find him anywhere. I will rejoin y'all when we have located him. And we have located him. Let me show you on the map where we are. We're way down here, right? Basically between those two trees, just above the T and to the east wall. Right over here is the road we turned down incorrectly. You know, we came this way and we turned left and went down that way before we turned around and came back. If we had come up this hill, well, in fact, we probably rode right past this spot. We did, in fact. Yes, we did, because we did. We came up through there and up those up these rocks right here, and there's a little farmhouse right over here. So, yeah, we rode right past this. Was not here, of course, whenever we first arrived, when we first came through, but here's where Elfsiga is. He has definitely ran into some trouble with some Mordor warriors. I got a feeling we're going to have to take them on. Let's flash that one. Or what do we want to say? Ooh, we never did. I was going to say riddle that one. We don't have riddle set up, do we? Oops. I've forgotten that our trait trees have been reset. Let's back up here just a second. I'm going to reset my trait trees. I'll be back with you in just a moment. Okay, we have retraded back up. We are going to riddle this guy over here, and then we are going to take on the Mordor warrior there. Let's see if that riddle works on him. It does. So let's go to him now. Let's find his weaknesses. Let's distract him, and let's stab him in the back. And take him down. Alright, so this guy now. Let's find his weaknesses. And I guess let's come back over here and let's stab him in the back. Well, he's not going to get a chance to stab him in the back, are we? Took a little too long there. But they're going down pretty darn fast. And hopefully Elfsiga sees that we have our advantages. Hello, Elfsiga. That is a damn fine bow. I like those little curlicues on it. Indeed, I do. All right, let's see what you have to say about yourself.
Thank you for coming back to find me.
I was trying to take a shortcut to Elfthingol's when Hirmanu was surprised by a patrol of orcs. He reared and I fell. Did he make it to Elfthingol's? I can probably walk now. I could not put weight on it, but now it is feeling better. I will meet you ahead in Elfthingol's and we can discuss the wager. I will be there soon. Thank you for coming back to find me. And of course we can. All right, I will see you over there. Yep, this is exactly the hill we rode up. So we went right past the point. We were ahead of him there. So I'm not sure how his horse got there before we did. Unless the horse pulled out. I bet the horse pulled out his map and just mapped to the area. That's almost certainly what happened. Because this is exactly the path that we had. Yep, his horse decided to swift travel. He was probably bound over here in Elfthingol's. Last place that he hit the milestone. Cheating horse. You can't trust him. Let's go up here, see where he is. He is a quick one though, because I guarantee you he'll beat us there, won't he? We'll run riding in, and there he will be. Alright, so we are here at Elfthingol's. Ooh. Jousting. Very nice. Let's see. Guard of Elfthingol's. Not doing very much. Let's see if we can find... Ooh, I just saw a thing flash, didn't we? Could he be up there? Could he be over here? No, he is standing over here with... Corridan, maybe? Elfsiga? There's Elfsiga. You are going to keep... There's Horn? Yes, Horn. The elf and all must be outside. A wager in the wold.
I have already given your elf his bow, and I have renounced all claim to it.
I am sorry if I came across as a bit of a fool, Gnarlo. I did not think you would be much of a rider, but not only are you a skilled rider, you are a good person as well. I thank you for coming to find me. I have already given your elf his bow, and I renounce any claim to it I might have had. It is done. Ooh, let's see, is my horse going to go up? It did. Saw the horses riding around as they leveled up. Book 8, Chapter 5, Thane Mildrith. Now that I am here, I need to accomplish my duty. I was given a message to deliver to Thane Mildrith of Elfthingles, asking for her to send some of her warriors to Floodwind to help defend against the increased number of Easterlings crossing the river. Her husband was slain by orcs some time ago, and her son died under unpleasant circumstances more recently. I do not think she will respond favorably to this message, but still I must deliver it. Thank you once again, friend. Okay. Which one of these? Ooh, we're going to get a small fire pit and a large fire pit. Wow. Which one can we choose? Any of them stuff that we can actually wear? Whoa! Something tells me that we really need to upgrade our armor. We need to open up some of those Matham boxes that we're carrying around, because look at this stuff! Oh my god! Agility, vitality, parry, finesse. Wow, I like that one. Medium armor, Herdskrift. What's the difference between that? Agility, vitality, and finesse. 170, 300. That gives a finesse rating too. I really like the numbers on that one. Will, we don't need the will, so which of these two will it be? Both got the agility and the vitality. Although our fine Matham's Hunter's got higher ratings in both. Finesse. See, I don't need finesse. That's the problem. Oh, it won't be until we actually go talk to Horn, will it? Okay. Chapter 5, Thane Mildrith.
The Uruks that fled the East Wall may have passed near to Elfthingles.
The Uruks that fled the East Wall may have passed near to Elfthingles. We should learn if any of the townspeople know anything of their passage. Here, Gnarlo, take these coins of the mark and use them to buy a round of drinks at the tavern for the patrons there. It could be one of them saw something of those Uruks. Sure. Hey, now we've got a quest I can get behind. Let's go get drunk in the tavern. We need more quests like this in MMOs. We really, really do. Reminds me of the one of the last quests I ever did in EverQuest, where we were trying to get you went to all these different planes to get pieces to build a fishing rod. And the fishing rod itself didn't give you any spectacular bonuses or anything like that, but you could click on it every X number of seconds and it would spawn a glass of ale for you. So you could get drunk and fish. Very good rod. Very good rod. We need more things like this. Okay, folks, that is going to be the episode for today. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. I'm going to try to get up another one later today. It will probably be with Nomadan, and we will see if we will finish up Archit. So we will see you then. Thanks for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.